This video takes up where I left off before, leaving Iceland with sunset, and I took the motor ship Hekla over to Copenhagen for 3 days. In Copenhagen I stayed about a week and went from there to London, then to Germany, then across Switzerland on a third-class carriage, railroad carriage that is, and from there to Rome, finally to Naples, where I took the Constitution back to New York. The Icelandic sunsets are as beautiful as any in the world. The Skirgard is Norway's inland waterway among its beautiful fjords. The Hekla was at that time the most active volcano in Iceland. Frida was a shipboard romance that also memorialized my stay in Copenhagen. Piccadilly Circus in the summer of '54. Westminster Abbey, which contains the tomb of Isaac Newton, along with a number of others. Newton's tomb
has the most magnificent epitaph in Latin: Hic jacet, quod mortalia fuit, Isaac Newtoni. Here lies what was mortal of Isaac Newton. This is my tribute to the J. Arthur Rank organization. In 1954, I was very enamored of the student prints. Overlooking the Neckar River. Heidelberg Castle. I never really understood what it was famous for, unless it was for getting burned down and rebuilt and burned down again in the 16th century. I'm glad to have these movies of Switzerland. At the time I took them, I'd ridden all day sitting on a wooden bench attached to the floor of a third-class carriage. Also, I was sick as a dog, so I was in no mood to appreciate them at the time. Rome and the Arch of Constantine. And the Colosseum. And another girl. These are pictures inside the Colosseum, which I had never seen before. As I recall, back in the 50s, nobody ever made any films inside the Colosseum. The Roman Forum, seen from the Colosseum, and the side of the Arch of Constantine. Here I was at age 20 and very full of myself. The Spanish Steps, without Audrey Hepburn. These are scenes from between the huge columns of the Temple of Saturn, overlooking the entire Roman Forum. Looking up from inside the ruins of the Temple of Castor and Pollux, the twins, Gemini. The baths of Caracalla in the background. The Palatine Hill in the moonlight. Roman sunset with St. Peter's in the background. Departure from Naples at 4 p.m. on the Constitution, with Vesuvius in the background. This guy was my cabin mate on the way home. And at Gibraltar, we picked up Anita. At the height of his power and influence as chairman of the Senate Racketeering Committee. This was the view from the Queen of American Export Lines, the Constitution, 15 years before Deborah Carr and Cary Grant made it famous. Forsan et haec olim, meminisse juvat.